Welcome back. Tonight is one of the last chances Democratic presidential candidates have to really distinguish themselves to Iowa voters and try to move the needle ahead of caucus night. Joining me now to talk about the state of the race is someone who knows a whole lot about Democratic primaries. It's David Plouffe. He was President Barack Obama's campaign manager 2008, and obviously a big part of 2012 as well, and is making his debut as NBC News and an MSNBC political analyst. Mr. Plouffe, that also means you are unaffiliated in this Democratic primary completely, right, sir?
I don't even know how I'm going to vote for yet. The California primary is in March, so I got to figure that out by then. Yeah, completely unaffiliated.
Haven't ballots already gone out, right?
Not yet.
I'm teasing, not quite.
Pretty soon, though.
But pretty soon. All right, I want to get into the nuts and bolts of where we are in this campaign, but walk us through this. You had one final debate in Iowa. This debate, unlike all the other debates that we've had, what makes it different when you know it's your final conversation before for the voters, especially given the weirdness of the impeachment trial and all of that? Walk us through what you believe is the importance of tonight.
Well, I think it is the most important debate so far because it is the one before Iowa. As you pointed out, it's going to be pretty busy with the impeachment trial. And you're going to over-index in terms of, I think, audience and interest in Iowa. So you've got to really take advantage of this. Now, I will say this, Chuck. Unless someone really dominates and has a breakout night or has a horrible night, this debate may not have as big an impact as, let's say, how people are campaigning the last week. But if I was prepping these candidates, you would want to treat this like you would a general election debate. You want to go all in. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily you have to take out a flamethrower and attack everybody. You have to understand what's your strategy. And every answer can't be, did I give a good answer to that question? What's my strategy? Am I trying to separate from someone, the rest of the field? Am I trying to grow my base? So that's what I'll be looking for tonight is who had the clearest strategy, at least as we could divine it, and who executed on it.
Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Meet the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.